Identity Under Construction Episode 11. Puberty wasn't a celebration. Most people remember their first period as a milestone. I remember mine as the day my body started moving in the opposite direction of who I knew I was. It was January 1993. My little brother was turning 7, and we were celebrating his birthday at Rolling Wheels roller skating rink. I had just turned 13, or was only weeks away from it. That morning, before we left for the party, I woke up and realized I had gotten my first period. Everything changed in an instant. While everyone else saw it as something to celebrate, I felt like I had just lost a battle I never knew how to explain. My mom was ecstatic. She was excited. She teased me, talked about it with family and friends, and treated it like I'd crossed some beautiful threshold into womanhood. I wanted to disappear. I wasn't embarrassed because I thought periods were gross. I was embarrassed because every person who smiled at me saw something I didn't see in myself. They saw a young girl becoming a woman. I didn't. I couldn't. Every congratulation felt like another reminder that the world was celebrating a future I didn't want. A future that never felt like mine. Back then, there weren't conversations about gender dysphoria. There wasn't language that helped me understand why I felt sick inside while everyone else was smiling. I didn't have the words to explain that this wasn't just puberty. It felt like my body was betraying me. I didn't want breasts. I didn't want a menstrual cycle. I didn't want to become someone's idea of a woman. I wanted to be the boy I already felt like inside. So while everyone else celebrated a milestone, I silently grieved. I smiled when I was expected to smile. I nodded through conversations I didn't want to have. I carried a secret that even I couldn't fully understand. Looking back now, I can finally see what that 13-year-old couldn't explain. There was never anything wrong with me. I wasn't being dramatic. I wasn't rejecting my body because I hated myself. I was grieving the life I thought I would never be allowed to live. That birthday party wasn't just my brother's celebration. It became the day I realized the world was going to celebrate parts of me that never felt authentic. For years, I carried that feeling alone, believing I had to stay silent because no one would understand. Today, I understand that kid. And if you're watching this because you've ever felt like everyone was celebrating a version of you that didn't feel real, I want you to know this. You weren't alone. You just didn't have the words yet.